Welcome to my latest Warhammer 40k battle report. It's Orks versus Tau, it's Punch versus Gun. And we welcome to the channel Andrew and Colin from 2.5 Wargamers. Say hi, 2.5 Wargamers.
Hi, 2.5 Wargamers.
New YouTube channel.
Yes, started in November last year.
Yeah, after Fest, we sat in the pub.
After Warhammer Fest.
After Warhammer Fest,
in the pub, the only place you should be.
That's it.
Yeah.
And we just said, do you know what, we play every week, so why don't we just record it? You're a photographer, videographer anyway, and share our hobby with the world.
Just been growing it since then, really. So
absolutely.
It's been fun.
Quite competitive, but try not to chase the meta as well. So.
What do you mean quite competitive?
So we're very competitive against each other anyway, so we never want to lose, basically. So our games that we play, we film top down, they're very competitive in nature, but without being like kind of meta-less, basically.
It's friendly competitive, so we're both trying to win, but we're not trying to like send the other person home crying. So.
Yeah.
So check out 2.5 Wargamers on the YouTubes. Give them a sub. Support a new burgeoning hobby YouTuber. They don't know what they're in for. They've got a hobby on top of their hobby. As well as doing 40k, they're doing the YouTubes now. Anyway, Battle Report is from, Battle Mat is from urbanmats.com, and this is Urban Mats that we've set up here. Some very nice line of sight, large blocking terrain round this side of the table, but kind of open in the middle, because there's a chunking station going on here that the boys have stumbled across. This planet is called This Planet Is Ours, because that's what Chugga said when he landed on the planet. This planet is ours. And this place is pulling up the go juice from underground, which makes all the machines and things work. And we want some go juice. And there happens to be some filthy Xenos in the area as well. Not the Orc filthy Xenos, the Tau filthy Xenos. So there's going to be a scrap as well. So the boys are absolutely loving it. Also, I've just read Brutal and Cunning, War Boss, The Big Dad. Those trilogy from Mike Brooks, the Orc trilogy, would recommend. 10 out of 10. Really good fun. And today we're playing Priority Targets, Hammer and Anvil, Vox Static. Basically the boys, guys, they've got this static thing rippling across the battlefield. I've got a couple of big mechs with this. So command point rerolls are going to cost you an extra CP. We're going lengthways because it's the gun versus the punch. That'll be fun. And priority targets is 5, 10, 5, 10, 5, 10 for the priorities as the game goes on. And then you get an extra 5 points for each objective that you're on at the very end of the game. Let's go check out the armies. And this is the boys. Just below 2,000 points worth of boys. Howling Mad Murphy's War. But Howling Mad Murphy isn't with us today. Instead, leading the charge is War Boss Chugga with his attack squick Brap. And this army was gloriously painted to level 3 or 4 standard by Den of Imagination. Den of Imagination Painting Studios, best painting studios in the entire world. Anyway, today I'm running the Green Tide, which means the stuff only affects the boys down here. What it means is all my boys get a 5-up invulnerable save all the way through the game. So they're going to be saving 1/3 of everything coming in. I like it. And they can re-roll saving throws of 1, so long as there's more than 10 of them in a unit. And Chugga has been given the enhancement Raucous War Caller. So this unit that he's going to attach to always counts as having more than 10 models in. So 5-up invulnerable saves, re-rolling wound rolls, saving throws of 1. And in each of the squads of 20 boys, there is a boss knob with a power claw in there. But yeah, all the strats and all the things only affect them, which makes it a bit easier when I get onto the stuff in the back. Of course, once per battle, we will declare Awa. And when Orcs declare Dua, they get a +1 strength, +1 attack, 5-up invulnerable save, and can advance and charge for that turn. As the battlefield fills up with the green energy from the boys. So Chugga will be joining a unit of 20. That means they get +1 to hit. Weird Boy Fizzbang will be joining a unit of 20. He's got the jump psychic power as well as Ed Banger. The jump means I've got not once per game. He can redeploy. He can cast a spell and redeploy. Don't want to roll a 1 when I cast the spell, otherwise he could blow his own head off. And then over here, this squad will be led by a Pain Boy, which gives him a 5-up feel no pain. And with his Grot Orderly, you can recycle 3 more boys in there if they get poorly. There's also a lovely stratagem in the Green Tide detachment called, what is it called? Come on, lads. And for 1 CP, you can add another D3 +2 into one of these units for a CP. Come on, lads. Doesn't matter if your head's got chopped off. I'll load it up for you. You can keep going in this direction. That sort of thing. So that's very, very lovely. Then we've got a Gorkanaut and a Morkanaut. Comment below if you can actually tell which one is which. And inside a Gorkanaut and a Morkanaut is 3 Meganobs with a mech boy. Big mech with custom force field. I'm continuing with the idea of actually recycling boys in, because what he does is he can add one of his bodyguard units, one of his bodyguard models back in, assuming there's still one left alive after the tower light them up. But he can put one of them back in, and his Grot Orderly down there can also heal a couple. And then when the Wa is called, Meganobs have a 4-up Feel No Pain as well, which is juicy. Anyway, one coming out of a big stompy thing, another unit coming out of a big stompy thing. Then we have a Death Killer War Tripe leading a unit of 6 War Bikers. Death Killer War Tripes, when they advance, they go a flat 6. You don't have to roll the dice for it. So which means they can charge a very long way when I call the Wa. They're going to be moving 18 inches and then charging. Absolutely brutal. Boss Knob in that one, of course, Power Claw as well. Then in the backfield, the Lunch is looking after the 2 mech guns back there, which are going to be, they're hazardous, shooting out some shots, maybe doing some damage. But essentially, it's not about the gun. It's about 1, 2, 3 units charging forward, plus the War Bikers are running out of fuel and they want some go juice, plus the Gorkanaut and the Morkanaut. There's a lot of stuff charging forward. Only a couple of big guns in the backfield trying to overwhelm the Tau. And this is 2.5 Wargamers, 2,000 points worth of glorious Tau. Remind people what the Tau do again.
So with the Tau, you've got units that can guide other units. So in the shooting phase, I can take a unit and they can say, hey, shoot that unit over there better. And it gives the unit that they've selected +1 ballistic skill against the target that they've selected. So
nice.
Yeah, so that's
shoot better for your shooty army.
Exactly.
And what detachment have you brought today?
We've brought the Retaliation Cadre today.
Right.
So anything that's got the battlesuit keyword is going to get bonuses to shoot to the strength of their weapon when they're within 12 of you. So +1 strength if they're within 12, and if they're within 6, they're going to get +1 AP as well. So I don't know how wise it is getting close to Orks today, but that's the aim of the game for this detachment.
So you get close, shoot better, hurt better.
Yes.
Get close to boys. Well, we're going to be trying to get close to you.
Exactly.
And the other thing about the Retaliation detachment as well is it only affects suits, all the stratagems and things. It's all suit heavy. So like my stuff only affecting the boys down here, your stuff won't affect. Your stratagems don't affect any of the little things, only affect the suits in the backfield.
Correct, yeah. So it's just going to be the battle suits, so the crisis suits, the commanders, the stealth suits, the ghost keel, and the riptide will all get benefited from it. All of the infantry and all of the tanks won't. So today then we've got quite a few infantry. So we've got 2 units of breachers, both 10-man with a fire blade in each.
Nice.
So it's Cadre fire blade in each squad, and they're going to be in the 2 devilfish at the back over there.
Okay.
The idea is they're nice and zippy. They can get around the board. The fire knife gives them an extra shot as well. So when they get out, they're going to have lots and lots of shots, hopefully getting through your tough orc skin.
Okay.
We've got a home field objective unit here. So this is a unit of fire warriors. So they've got nice long range, and hopefully they'll just keep my home objective safe.
Jawohl.
And we've also got some pathfinders. And what's nice about those is they can double tap on the guiding. So they can spot for a unit twice.
Nice.
Which is really good. Moving on to some battle suits then. We've got 2 units of stealth suits. So these can infiltrate. And they're really nice because they give reroll hit and wound rolls of 1 when they spot for a unit.
So make your shooty stuff better at shooting. Good.
Absolutely. And they have stealth as well, so they're a bit harder to hit.
Yes.
And carrying on with that stealth theme, we've got the ghost keel over here. So he's quite good at shooting elites and just being sneaky. He's lone op, he's stealth, he's got the smoke keyword. So hopefully can be quite survivable. As long as he doesn't get punched in the face, he doesn't like that too much.
I can't see him if I'm more than 12 inches away. Yeah. It's a lone op, and then you've given him stealth.
Yes.
So even if I can see him, I'm going to be at them on 6s.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
So yeah, just hope you don't get up nice and close with him, because he doesn't like that at all.
No.
Then we've got the big chungus. We've got the Riptide over here. Again, another good elite killer. Last game I used him in, he wasn't too great, but hopefully today he'll make up for that and do me some work against the Orks.
Yes.
Then we've got 3 crisis suits. Now we've got 1 of each. So we've got a fire knife. I hope I get these all right. So that's plasma and missiles.
Yes.
And they're going to be joined by the Enforcer Commander, who has 2 plasma and the Cyclic Iron Raker. So a kind of a plasma blob.
Yeah.
Then we've got Farsight with the Star Scythe which I think is right. They're the ones with all the flamers. So they've got 2 flamers each. So lots and lots of flame coming out of that unit.
Yeah.
They'll be deep striking in.
Deep striking in and kebabbing some boys with all those flamer hits.
Absolutely, that's the plan.
I love the smell of mushrooms in the morning.
And they can drop within 3 as well. So yeah, we're going to be really bringing the heat with those.
Okay.
And then over here we've got the... Oh no, I know I was going to get one wrong.
Commander?
So we've got the Cold Star Commander, and then we've got the Sunforge, I think they're called.
Right.
Suits, which are the ones with basically the 2 fusion guns. So they can move 12, having the Cold Star in there. So really, really zippy. They can advance and shoot because she gives them assault on those guns.
Yeah.
And there's a nice strat as well where I can then move, shoot, move. So they'll be hopefully zipping around and just melting things.
You could be advancing over 12, shooting, and then with a strat, moving again, move, shoot, move.
Absolutely.
And those fusion guns re-roll wounds and damage against vehicles and things.
That's right.
I think against everything, I think.
Well, I think it's just against vehicles, but yeah, we'll look at that. And then the obligatory hammerhead. I don't think any Tau list is complete without one. So the hammerhead's there just to... I mean, it's got 2 nice big targets there, isn't it?
What's the damage of that gun again? Say that again.
So it's strength 20, minus 5 AP, D6 plus 6 damage, and it's got devastating wounds, so a 6 to wound is very nice.
What?
Yeah.
Say that again. Strength what?
Strength 20.
Yes.
Minus 5.
Yes.
D6 plus 6. And devastating wounds.
I feel like they're just overcompensating for something.
I mean, maybe.
It's one of the scariest guns in the game.
It is. It's nice when it hits.
It is nice when it hits. You're shooting on Tau, though. For the shootiest army in the game, sometimes they miss horribly. Yeah. And you have got Farsight as well. Farsight's an absolute G. He's perhaps the only thing in your army that can punch well.
Yes.
But yeah, a gorgeous Tau army. Very mixed Tau force with lots of infantry, lots of suits, lots of mobility here. Going up against the dreaded Wa. And here we are after deployment. The boys deployed all the way up as far forward as they can. Nothing in reserve. And then the Tau are not... Where's the Tau are back here? Why are they all the way back here?
Well,
you can be all the way... Look, you've only used the last foot.
Well, you know, they're setting up, they're being patient, but also I've wanted to give myself a little bit of room to move back into.
Right.
So...
You need the go juice. It's right there. And take objectives and things.
That's right.
Yes.
That's correct. But
so you're staying as far back as you can.
So sometimes you have to cull the herd a little bit before we move forward. I think that's probably the plan.
And then Farsight is in reserve. He's going to come jumping down. He's the only thing that you've put in to deep strike for now.
That's right.
Devilfish is full of the breacher teams.
And there's a 5-blade in each one as well.
You said this unit was going to be sitting on your home field objective. They're still miles away from it.
Well, I don't score it in turn 1, so I'll walk onto it.
Okay.
And then hopefully I'll have killed some stuff as well.
Right. So there is a big field of green in between the Orks and the Tau. Yeah. Let's roll a dice, see who goes first. After you. Good luck.
Thank you.
5. 5 is good. 5 is better than the 3. It's Tau turn 1. And the Tau orders in turn 1 are not what they want to see. Secure no man's land and cleanse. That involves them getting into no man's land, to the objectives in no man's land, which they're deployed 1,000 miles away from. Here we are at the end of the movement phase for the Tau. You're not securing no man's land or cleansing things. What's going on?
So the Tau don't want to be there yet. That's the honest answer. You've got Orks. We know where we want to be, and where we want to be is out of chop range.
Right.
So we're going to just take a turn to shoot at some stuff, and then we'll push forward after we've culled the herd a little bit.
Well, there's quite a bit of herd to go culling.
Yep.
So let's go straight into the shooting phase. So the shooting phase is going to start up with the war bikers on this side getting lit up by the Riptide all the way on this side, with the stealth team that have conquered round a little bit, so you've got the spotting thing going on. So hitting on 3s with the iron accelerator.
Yeah. I will overcharge, sorry, I should have stated that. Re-rolling the 1s.
Because of stealth suits.
Because of the stealth suits. So it hits you.
Strength 8 versus toughness 6. 3s to wound with the re-rolling of the wounds because the stealthy teams. What's the AP of this?
The AP of this is 3.
AP 3, ignoring cover. Dev, that kills a bike. These would normally just kill bikes, but they have 6 up invulnerable saves. You kill 3 bikes.
Very nice.
Let's check on the Stu. He's fine.
He's
and then we're shooting with the ghost kill into the same unit. There's another stealth team here. Spotting the same unit. Cyclic Iron Raker. Hitting on 3s. Overcooking. Rerolling any 1s. There's a couple of 1s.
Into 2 1s again.
Yeah. 3s to wound. And re-rolling the 1.
Not so good.
It's only 2 this time. And -2?
-2, 3 damage.
Okay, so I need
Ignore the cover as
sixes again. You kill 2 more. Hazardous, he's fine.
He's all right.
So I'm down to a Death Killer Wartrike and the boss knob left over here, but no more shots are coming in for now. Instead, we're coming across to the Hammerhead, and he's got a juicy target. The Morkanaut just stood there, putting everything into it. Railgun is 1 shot.
Yep.
Just 1 shot.
1 opportunity.
Do not miss your chance to blow.
That's it. Mum's spaghetti, something like that.
On his vomit. On the yes, 3s. 3s to hit. That's not a 3, that's a 1.
Now, it does have targeting array,
right.
So it can re-roll 1 hit roll or 1 wound roll. So let's use this now. So when I said 1 shot, 1 opportunity, I meant 1 shot with a re-roll, 1 opportunity.
It hits.
That's a hit.
Strength 20, toughness 12.
Okay.
That's a wound.
Devastating wound.
What do you mean it's a devastating wound?
That's
I've got an invulnerable save and everything.
Not anymore.
Okay.
It's D6 plus 6 for 12 damage.
That is frightening. It's on 8 left. That was good, wasn't it?
It was very good. Yeah, it doesn't happen often.
No.
So.
Seeker missiles?
Seeker missiles.
Seeker missiles.
Both hit.
Right. Strength?
14.
Okay, 3s to wound.
1 wound.
Is it devastating?
No, it's not.
Right, so you're saying there's a chance.
-3 and it's D6 plus 1.
5 up invulnerable save. I make my 5 up invulnerable save.
No.
Interestingly, not a lot of guns for the tower in range of line of sight yet, but there are Seeker missiles on both of the Devilfishes that can hit the Morkanaut, being guided by the thing. No, these things. Those are 2 Seeker missiles.
Starting with this Devilfish, 2 Seeker missiles.
1 of them hits because you're guided.
Hits. Yeah, correct. So let's see.
Wounds on the 3.
No, that doesn't wound.
Okay.
Can't re-roll it.
Fish number 2.
Fish number 2.
Fish number 2.
Spotted by.
Yeah, they are guided over in the corner there. So 3s, 1 hit, and 3s again. And a wound. Can I do another 5 up and run? I can do another 5 up and run. With the Morkanaut reeling on 8 wounds remaining, and with this trike team getting lit up, the Warbikers on that side of the battle grid, that is the end of the town shooting phase in turn 1. Haven't destroyed anything utterly yet, and leaving a big gap between the Orks and their lines, and they aren't scoring anything yet. As we go on to Orks, turn 1. The boys want to cleanse some objectives as well. Well, not so much cleanse as build a big totem and mark their territory, and no prisoners, kill stuff. That's actually going to be quite tricky in turn 1, no prisoners, because the Tau are so very, very far away. Here we are at the end of Orcs turn 1 movement phase. Haven't declared the WoW yet, waiting for turn 2. We advanced with Grugatuka's unit on this flank, advancing with the Painboy right up the middle flank. The guns in the backfield, the Met guns, are entirely out of range or line of sight of any town to shoot at, because I don't know if I've mentioned it, but they deployed a very long way back. The Morkanaut and the Gorkanaut are in range of some shots, however. And round on this flank, this Death Killer Wartrike is cleansing this objective down here, and he's not battle shocked, so just remember to do it. And I want to cleanse the central one as well. In order to do that, I'm going to need to jump with the Weird Boys unit, and I don't want to roll a 1. And I rolled a 1. So the Weird Boys unit suffers D6 mortal wounds. 6 mortal wounds! And I don't jump at all. He is called Fizz Bang. There was a lot of bang, not a lot of fizzing. So while the rest of the boys are laughing at that unit back there, the Gorkanaut is going to shoot at the only thing that it can possibly kill. Is this unit of Fire Warriors on the home objective down here. Here's a bunch of big shooters. I need 5s. Strength 5, toughness Tau, so wounding on 3s. There's a lot of wounds. AP dash. Rep save with cover. I don't kill any. And the Deathstorm Mega Shooter also needs 5s. I'm hitting well. Strength 6, but there's a Guardian Drone, so 3s to wound. -1, so 4 up saves, and that takes out 1. I killed a thing in the Orc shooting phase. I'm so proud of the boys. Now the last thing that can actually fire is the Morkanaut over here. So he's going to put all the shots into these jumpy boys over here. They all have a shield drone each for that extra wound. They've also got a 4 up and vulnerable save. But you know, they're coming right for us. So let's shoot them. The custom Mega Blaster has 3 shots and it hits once. And it is strength 9, so it's going to wound on a 3. And it wounds. 4 up and vulnerable save. Which you don't make. And this is D6 damage. For 5 damage, that will nuke one of them, and it's also hazardous, and it doesn't hurt me. Then the big custom Mega Zapper has D6 plus 3 shots, and it hits on 5s, and that's okay. And this wound's on 3s. And that is 2 more 4-up invulnerable saves on your invulnerable... No.
Oh dear.
D6 again. D6 on the first dude. Dead. D6 on the second. Oh, wow. Wow, 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 wow. It's hazardous. It's hazardous. It doesn't blow up in my face, but I've taken away the bodyguards for that crisis team. That is no prisoners. I've got 2 rocket launchers there, which is D3 shots each for 3 shots. These all hit on 5s. The rockets just explode off into the rocks behind, and all the boys go, woohoo! And then we're going to shoot some big twin big shooters. Did the twin big shooters off camera. No further damage caused. That is the end of the Orks. Turn 1. I get 2 points for no prisoners and 3. I get 5 points for no prisoners and cleansing stuff, so it's 5 points to 0. In Tau, turn 2, they're going to pick up 5 points for holding on to this objective down here. And in Tau, turn 2, the Orks are going to declare a war. Here are the Tau orders. They kept secure no man's land. They've got to do it at some point, push out of their deployment zone and bring it down, take down the big uns. And that Morkonaut's only on 8 wounds remaining. And here we are at the end of the Tau movement phase. Fast Strike has come deep striking in as well. Round this flank, there is the Ghost Guild, some stealth teams, and the Plasma team, and they're looking at the War Bikers over here. In the castle in the backfield, the Hammerhead has stayed still, but there has been some shuffling around for guiding and getting marker lights up at the table. And then there's been a push round here with both of the Devilfish, both of the Breacher teams jumping out. You're securing one objective for Secure No Man's Land, because you're definitely OCing me off of that. And you've got Bring It Down, and there's a big stompy thing right in front of you on 8 wounds remaining. It looks like there's not going to be very many boys on this side of the battle grid. And all the way around in the corner, where Fizzbang blew off a couple of heads of his boys, Farsight has dropped in, spending 2 CP on the shortened blade to drop in just over 3 inches away. And there's a lot of flamers that are going to kebab them up. So many auto-hitting flamer shots coming in, this many in fact. So +1 to wound because you're within 12, that's your retribution thingy bob.
That's right.
And then Farsight gives +1 to wound as well.
Correct.
So a lot of wounds coming through on 3s. 5-up invulnerable saves because of WoW. Rerolling 1s because of lots of them. Yeah. Farsight shoots in with his plasma and he hits on 2s, and he's going to be wounding on 2s, and I need a 5-up on that, and I make a 5-up on that, and that's what it looks like down here. I think I've got 6 boys left with my weird boy. They're not dead, no. And you can't charge when you drop in that close.
No.
And there's still some boys, and guess what they're going to charge? Mind you, as soon as I move, you're going to be overwatching me with lots and lots of flamers, and do that again. We'll get back to that. There are still many, many more shots about to erupt from the Tau lines. So this big swarm of boys with Grugga are going to get lit up by the first Breacher team, getting spotted by the Devilfish. They actually hit on 2s.
They do.
Unheard of for Tau.
I know, it's strange, but
yeah.
we'll go with it. I'm not going to complain about it today. No. So 2s. Oh.
These are wounding on 3s.
Yep, with the reroll.
Yes, re-rolling because I am in range of an objective marker. Breacher's doing what Breachers do, trying to breach Grugga's team away. Mini came through, 5-up invulnerable save, re-rolling 1s. That worked. Ooh. Then the Fireblade fired in as well, and 11 boys have died, and we're rinsing and repeating with the second unit of Breachers. Hitting on 2s, getting spotted again, and all that shenanigans. 3s to wound. Here we are after the re-rolls. I lost 11 last time, and this time it looks like a lot more. I killed every single one, put Grugga down to 1 wound remaining.
1 wound. The Fireblade's been brave and put his shots in. 2 hits, 2 wounds.
2 more wounds with the Fireblade. And Grugga's gone in turn 1. Turn 2. What was that?
I said, I'm sorry, winners, but you had to die.
He didn't have to die.
But he's a mushroom. He'll grow back again.
He just wanted hugs.
Well, we don't like hugs. We've got one of those social badges on, and ours is on the red side at the minute, so no hugs, thank you.
Who doesn't want a hug with a power claw? So now that big unit of boys have been wiped out, the Morkonaut is getting spotted by the Pathfinders back here, and the Cold Star Commander is firing in.
Correct. So we're going to start with a Fusion Blaster, which misses.
And the missiles, they hit at least. So 5s to wound. There's a wound.
There you go.
AP2, because of how close you are to me, I need a 5. I don't make a 5. How much damage on a missile?
2, But I've just realised as well, I think it was a 6 to hit, was it not? So is it sustained?
Yeah.
So I need to roll that again.
Do another wound. No more wounds. Then the high output burst cannon fired in, causing no more wounds. Anti-infantry gun there, going up against the big armour. It's down to 6 wounds remaining. Then you spent the CP to jump and back again.
Yep.
And now we're coming across to the Devilfish, which is also spotted.
Yeah, so
trying to finish off the Morkanaut.
Spotted by the Pathfinders for their second time.
Can you hit this time? You can.
You can.
3's to wound. And you can wound, and it's devastating. And I don't get a save. It's gone. It's gone. It's gone.
How much damage it would have taken?
It would have taken 11. So 12 with your first shot, 11 with your second shot.
It's unheard of, I know.
Hammerheads are the best unit in the game. If you collect Tau, get 3 of them. Does it blow up? It doesn't blow up, and there are 4 models inside who might take mortal wounds. One of them takes a mortal wound as they come stumbling out of the wreckage, wondering what was that all about. Meganobs end up there. I made my feel no pain, actually, to that mortal wound, because the wow is in effect. They have a 4-up feel no pain. So they're there. We're going to get shot at by Riptide now, because they've lost their ride. Spotted by the Fire Warriors here. Here's the shots from the big Iron Gun of Doom.
Overcharging.
3's to wound. The 6 is devastating. No, it isn't, because you did your overcookie thing.
I've done that already, so that's just 2 wounds. This is at -3. Each one doing 4 damage.
What's the cover in the way?
We've got marker light, so it can just cover.
So 5 ups. And then feel no... Each, how much damage?
4.
4 damage. 4 feel no pains, because wow. One of them is still alive on a wound.
Oh.
The Riptide passed its hazardous check, and then the Devilfish is fired in and killed that Meganob on 1 wound remaining. Now we're crossing across to the other side of the battle grid, where this ghost kill is being guided. He's firing into the War Bikers one more time, overcharging the cyclic ion thingy-majig, and it hits quite well. Rerolling 1 because of the stealth team, they all hit, winning on 3s. And rerolling that 1. I need 5 of them vulnerable saves, each doing 3 damage. Fortunately, the boss knob has got 4 wounds, so those 2 kill him.
Yep.
And then that is 6 wounds on the Death Killer Wartrike, who's got 9 total.
Oh,
so he's still alive on 3 left, but there's some more shots coming in.
Earth cannons?
Yes. That is 3 hits. He is toughness 6 still. 1 wound, no AP, I need a 4. I make my 4. Okay. So Death Killer Wartrike stands alone on 3 wounds remaining. You failed your hazards check on the Ghost Kale. He's down to 9. Starts off with 12. That's ridiculous. He starts off with 12. Now we're on to the Fire Knife team with the plasma. They want to try and polish off the Death Killer Wartrike, but only one of them is in range.
So 1 plasma's in range.
1 plasma's in range.
The missiles, are 30. So the missiles will be in. I'm going to start with the 1 plasma just to see if it does it, because it's damage 3.
3, yes.
So no guiding units available for me, so this is just on their base.
And he hits.
Yeah,
well done, yeah. And he wounds.
Strength is 8.
5 invulnerable save or death. Death. And with the War Bikers being wiped out on this flank and Gruggers Chuggers unit and the big stompy thing getting wiped out on the other flank, that is turn for the Tau. Are you charging? You could charge, look.
That's not a phase in the Tau book, I don't think.
No, I don't think it is. No. So, but you have killed quite a few things, wiping out quite a lot of units, and you've definitely securing no man's land on that flank. Getting extra points for Bring It Down for taking out the big stompy thing as well. In the Orks turn, I'm going to pick up 10 points for being on these 2 objectives here. And also in the Orks turn, that Meganob, you know, the one that you blew up.
Is he going to come back?
He's going to come back. The bodyguard unit, that big mech, put one back in again.
Is he going to come back in greater numbers?
He's going to be very, very angry as we go on to Orks. Turn 2. Adding up all the things, it's 15 points to the Orks and 13 points to the Tau and the Orks. One overwhelming force, kill stuff in range of objective markers. Deploy a teleport Homer somewhere. But before I do anything in the command phase, spending a CP on Come On Lads, so I can add D3 plus 2. I can add 4 more Orks back to this unit that got flamed by Firesight. So in the movement phase, the WoW has been called, and I got a fat 6 on the big unit in the middle with the Pain Boys, so they ran all the way around here, advancing, and they can charge, and that's a lot of attacks. So a unit of 20 boys chucks out 80 attacks with the WoW, going into those breaches, along with the 2 units of Meganobs. And the Meganob was inside the Gorkanaut. Well, they heard that Farsight was behind them, and they've heard of that guy. And I really didn't want to put my Meganobs right down in this corner. but that's what Meganobs would do. So they came running out of the back of the Gorkanaut, and they're going to come down and try and kill Farsight, which is, well, you know, it's going to be fun. We'll see what happens. The Weird Boy is going to try and go in there as well, but there will be quite a bit of Overwatch, I imagine. So the idea is to at least shoot a couple of them first. So there's going to be some shots coming into Farsight's unit, no shots coming over here. And the Gorkanaut, well, he tried shooting at that strike team. Let's keep shooting at a strike team. They're little ones. We like it when they go boom. So let's make them pop. Here's the Death Storm Mega Shooter. I'm in rapid fire range as well. But 3's to wound because the Guardian drone. Look, they all wound at -1, +1 on some of the guys in cover.
4 at a time then.
Yeah, here's the boys in cover. They have 4s and 1's dead so far.
So now I can do 3.
And then we're down to 1 left in cover. And 1 left in cover. He's dead. And then the last one has a 5. There's 4 left, not in cover. Here's that twin big shooter. That is 3 hits, and this will be forced to wound because of the Guardian drone. 1 more wound, 1 more, 4 up save. I kill another, and then 2d3 shots with the rockets. So 5 shots. Which hit on that, and wound on that. It's -2, you need a 6.
Simultaneous, you would have had extra shots as well.
Would I? Because of the blasting things.
There was 9 in there when you started shooting at them.
Okay, so there would have been 2 more.
Yeah.
Another wound, another death. Look at that, there's 1 left.
He thinks he's a tower, I think.
It was good, he's yellow, look, he painted yellow. It's
okay.
camouflaged,
Yeah.
He's blending in. We're going to do some shots over here with pistols and things, into the boys, into Farsight's unit. Don't think it'll do very much. Pistols didn't do anything. What about Headbanger from the Weird Boy? He needs a 4. That's really cocked. And that's not a 4. So no damage caused with that unit. They want to charge. And I want to kill some first because of Overwatch. So we're going to shoot both of the custom mega cannons into Farsight's units. 2d6 shots each for 10 shots. So Grot's hit on 4s. And we reroll hit rolls of 1 when shooting at vehicles. And battle suits are vehicles. Look at that. 12 with a custom mega cannon. What's the toughness of those puny suits?
Not 12, it's going to be 2s to wound.
Brilliant. 2's coming up. I roll 3 1s. They're all -1. And you make every single save.
Happy days, I'll take that.
I'd love to fire the custom shooters from the Meganobs in and actually do something to Farsight's unit, but I advance with them. And so they can't do that. And these boys, they can't shoot because they advanced. And then these boys don't have guns. Well, the mech does, but he's not going to bother.
Okay.
Well, he does shoot, but mainly up at clouds and things.
Yeah.
So that's the end of my shooting phase. We're going to charge. We're going to start with... I'm scared of Overwatch. We're going to start with this unit here of Meganobs charging Farsight's unit.
You're going to have to Overwatch.
You're going to have to.
Otherwise, it's wasted.
Yes. See how far the charge is. And that's a 12. We make the charge. D6 shots each.
Yep.
That's a lot of shots.
That's quite a few.
So you're up to strength 5 with your flamers. I'm toughness 6. But the red dude, +1 to wound.
Correct.
And then increased AP as well?
Yeah, so because I'm within 6 of you,
right,
I'm an extra pip of AP.
Yes.
And the Star Scythe rule is when they shoot somebody, as long as it's not a vehicle or a monster, they get +1 AP as well.
+2 AP.
Yeah.
So force to wound then. That looks good. There is a bit of cover, so I do get 3s, and they have a 4-up feel no pain because WA is in effect. And 1 takes a wound.
A wound, and then Farsight's going to shoot.
Yes, he's going to do it. He misses.
There we go.
Then Fizzbang, the Weird Boy in his unit, made a 7 on the charge, and we have them surrounded right in the corner of the battlefield. It's fine. Boys like being right in the corner of the battlefield. No, they don't. Then we have a charge with a massive unit of 20 lads with the Pain Boy. We're going into both of those Breacher squads. And that's an 8. And then after I move all the models, we'll do the Meganobs as well. And they're going 4, which is enough. And at the end of the mass assault, it looks like this.
It does.
Right. I think we might as well just start with the boys.
I think they're going to be okay.
There's a CP thing that you can do with Green Tide. So, because normally you can only fight the guys in base and the guys in base with the guys in base. But for 1 CP, everyone within 3 inches of the enemy can fight. So we're all fighting. And then I just need to find out how many are going into this unit and how many are going into that unit. Turns out I can put 10 in each. So here's 10 guys, well, 9 guys, because the boss knob's also going to go into these. But these are 9 dudes into this squad on the right. We're hitting you on 3s, because there isn't a war boss leading that unit. And then wounding on 3s. These are all -1 into unit number 1, so 5s. Stop dice don't count. Right, that unit wiped out. Except for the Fireblade, he's got 2 wounds remaining. Now the boss knob hits you with a power claw, and he only hits once. He's got a wound on a not that. So the Fireblade is still alive on 2 wounds.
Wow.
I guess the Mega Knobs are going to have to do it in a minute.
Yeah, I'm sure they will.
We're going to come on to the other 10 hitting the other unit. Let's get 'em, lads. And then freeze. I don't know if we can count it either. There's 1, then there's another 1.
And another.
1 after that. 5 up saves.
5, let's see what we can do.
Yeah. Oh, that was better.
That was better.
Yep, that's that squad wiped out, except for the Fireblade.
Correct.
Here's the Power Claw on the Pain Boy. He hits twice. He's at strength 10 right now. He wounds twice at -2. 2 6-up saves, negative, and that's 4 damage. Then we consolidate. So that Fireblade is on 1 wound left.
Yep.
This Fireblade is on 2 wounds left.
Yep.
And the Mega Knobs pile in. And what we're going to do is put 2 Mega Knobs into your Fireblade and the other 2 into the tank. 2 into Fireblade. Now, paired kill saws only hit on 4s.
Okay, I think he's going to be alright.
I hit 4 times.
It's still okay.
Strength 12.
Not that.
Not that.
2s.
2s to wound. And it's twin linked and it's -3, 2 damage a time. I think he's dead. He's dead.
He's gone to a better place.
Okay. Then the other one into the tank. He hits once. Strength 12. Wounds at -3, 2 damage on your tank. It still gets a 6-up save. No. Then mech into tank. He hits on 3s and he misses 3 times. He's strength 10 with his big power claw of doom, and he wounds twice, and those are 2 5-up saves, sir.
Okay, they both fail.
Okay, so 6 wounds in total off the tank. So that was a successful bit of scrapping.
Yeah.
We killed units in range of objectives and things.
I think we've got a bit of buffing to do on that tank to get the scratches out now.
What, where it's been injured?
Just a little bit.
Yeah, it's got a claw in the side. So they're having a jolly good time over there. But talking about a jolly good time, we're coming all the way down to this corner where Farsight is going to get hit by a bunch of boys. Right, over here the boys heard about the other boys over there. So they're spending a CP on competitive streak. I'm re-rolling all wounds. And we hit on 3s. Strength 5 versus toughness 5, re-rolling wounds. That's the competitive streak thing. So 4s with the re-roll at -1. So these are all 4-up saves.
Yes.
Yes. And each of the suits got 5 wounds each because they've all got a drone each.
That's 1 dead suit.
That's 1 dead suit.
That's 2 dead suits.
Brilliant.
And a suit on 3 wounds.
Suit on 3 wounds, you say?
Yes.
Power Claw from the boss knob. There's 2 hits. He's strength 10 because of WoW. There's 2 wounds at -2. 2 damage a time. He's on 1 wound.
2 damage a time, he's dead.
Is he?
He was on 3.
He was on 3, yeah.
So he's on 1 wound, yes.
Right, okay. So the Weird Boy Fizzbang will raise his staff and bonk him on the head with it. Weird Boy staff hitting on a 3. Look at that. It's pretty good. Strength 8. That many wounds. -1. So...
I'll do these one at a time.
Yes. He's still alive.
Still alive.
Still alive. And I bonk him on the head and kill him. Brilliant. Okay. So that just leaves Farsight sat in the middle there to take all the attacks from the Mega Knobs.
He'll be fine.
Let's see if he can survive this. Right, here's the power claws from the mechs. They need 4s. That's okay. Farsight's toughness 5. But with the WoW, I'm strength 10. So 2s to wound. I wound every single time. They're -2. So loads of 4-up saves coming up.
We'll pass them all.
Yes.
We don't pass them.
Except for the 4 that you fail, so that's 8 damage.
He's dead.
He's dead.
He's dead.
He's dead. Ladies and gentlemen, we got him. And that's the end of Orks Turn 2, and I feel like the boys have achieved something. You took down my battleship, Grugga Chugga. I took down yours. I sunk Farsight. Mega Knobs in the corner of the battlefield, though. Not entirely sure that that's the best place for them for the rest of this battle. We've locked up both of the Devilfishes here, which we need to do the fight backs for. We'll do that in a minute. But they are Tau. And I haven't deployed any teleport homers anywhere. But I do get 5 points for overwhelming force. And you're only on one objective. If that little fella down there passes a battle shock test, if he fails his battle shock test, however, the tower will pick up no points. And there is a big open gun line between the boys and between the rest of the tower lines. So 2.5 Wargamers did spend that CP on insane bravery, making sure to pick up those 5 points. So the tower got 18 at the start of turn 2. The boys were on 20, we're winning somehow. And the tower want to capture the enemy outpost, which would have been very useful if Farsight was still down there. An overwhelming force. Kill boys in range of objectives. So in the tower movement phase, there was one lone Fireblade left after all this melee. You see, what happened was the boys want to leave one survivor to tell the Tau the story of what happened here.
Okay.
We left a guy on 1 wound, and then we let him pass his desperate breakout test, so he jumped back inside the fire devilfish, which is what Tau do, and licking his wounds in there. And then that fell back because you want to put as much firepower as you can down into the boys here.
Definitely, yeah. I think that's the plan.
That's the plan.
Yeah.
So you're double teaming on that objective there with the who are they?
These are Pathfinders.
Pathfinders, because he passed his thing, because you spent the thing. There's the thing, there's the tank. Ghost Kill staying over there for now. And this team are getting brave. They've jumped closer to the Gorgonaut.
They have.
But they can move, shoot, move.
They can move, shoot,
There
move.
is a stratagem that you have.
So we'll see what happens there.
So the tower are a long way from capturing the enemy outpost, but they definitely want to apply as much overwhelming force as they can into this unit of boys. So let's go on to the shooting phase. So the Pathfinders are spotting the boys for the Cold Star Commander, who's going with sustained and firing all the shots into the boys, starting off with
the high output burst cannon.
Okay.
Which hits you.
Wounding on 3s. AP1 gives me a 6-up save because of your thing, and then a 5-up feel no pain because of Pain Boy, and you kill 2. And then what else got? Missiles?
Missiles.
Yes, they both hit.
And sustain.
Nice.
Ooh, can't pick up the dice.
And 2 of them wound. I'm not getting a cover, but 2 damage is a feel no pain on 1 guy. 2 damage is a... Okay, you kill 2 more. Then the fusion came in and missed. Now we're going across to the Ghost Kill, spotting the same unit. Well, the stealth team are spotting the same unit, firing in as well with all the things.
So not overcharging.
Okay.
Reroll the 1.
Yes. And you get 5 hits with that cyclic ion raker thing.
And
5 come through with a reroll. I need 6s on the saves. No. And then 2 damage a time is 5-up feel no pain. And I'll reroll that one. No. So you kill 5.
Very good.
So you wipe out 5. Now the Pathfinders are respotting the same unit for the Riptide. Riptide firing in. Here's the ion gun. And that hits 4 times. There's a wound on 3s again. That wiped out 3 of them. Now the missile system hits twice. And it is twin. So 3s to wound with the reroll. Ignoring cover because of the stuff and things. I need a 6. How much damage?
1 damage.
I need a feel no. No, you kill another one with a missile. 5 boys left with a Pain Boy. A missile came in and killed 1 more. Now the Pathfinders themselves are going to shoot in, but only if you're in range with the carbines. And these hit on 4s.
To wound.
Yes.
3 wounds.
3 came through. I'll take a 4-up save because there's a wall in the way, and I feel no pain. 1 more dice. And then there are some rail rifles there.
Yes. 3 shots.
And they all hit. 2 hit because they move, sorry. So strength 10 though. They both wound. At -4, 3 damage, 3 feel no pains on 1 guy, 3 feel no pains on 8, you kill 2 more. There's only 2 left with the Pain Boy now. So as there's only 2 left with the Pain Boy and you're running out of gun, what's the plan?
So the plan is, for the Fire Knife team, they're going to put all of their missiles into the boys.
Right.
And then they're going to start trying to soften it, try and be the optimum word, the Gorgonaut with the plasma.
Okay.
So
but you're not guiding them or anything?
No, I'm running out of units to guide with,
okay.
So I'm going to save the one last guiding unit I've got for the Hammerhead in a minute.
Missiles into boys. Okay, so they're going to pop smoke and jink and hide underground and they have a 2-up cover save.
Amazing.
Right, yeah. Missiles.
Let's see how we go.
You hit 4 times.
3 times.
3 times. And these are wounding on 3s. And you wound twice.
Yep.
-1 damage to, but enclosed building in the way. So I'm going to take my 5 up. And then 2 damage on a boy. And there's just the boss knob left, stood there with the pain boy. They're still alive. And then you have Plasma coming out into Gorkanaut.
Yes. This is Plasma
going
into the Gorkanaut. These have got rerolls to hit because you're at full strength.
Okay.
So,
with the reroll.
Just the one.
One hit. You're going to need a 5 to wound, though. It's a big chunky thing. You don't get the 5 to wound?
No.
Okay. What about the commander?
So, same now.
Right.
Rinse, repeat. Both hit.
Yes. Negative on the wounds.
And then we've got a cyclic ion.
Right.
Which will overcharge.
Overcharging cyclic ion. Here we go. Everything hits. And strength 9. One of them wounds. Is it devastating or anything nasty?
It's not, no.
But it's AP.
AP2, technically AP3 at this range.
So I need a 6. I don't make a 6. How much damage on a cyclic ion?
2.
2. Well, it starts off on 20. It's down to 18. You've started.
I've started.
You passed this hazardous check. Now the last thing left to fire is the hammerhead that never misses.
Yeah, well, you've jinxed it now, but we'll see. Being spotted by the stealth suits into the Gorkanaut.
Okay.
And
he misses.
He does.
He hits, he's heavy.
Oh yeah, he's heavy. He hits on 2s and he's guided and things, yeah.
And it wounds.
Gorkanaut is a 6 up and vulnerable save though, basically because he's got bits hanging off of it that aren't really required. I don't get the 6. So this is D6 plus 6 damage. And it's another critical shot for 11 damage. And interestingly, that's the last thing for the Tau this turn. We did remember to move, shoot, move. You did say off camera. So these guys have jumped forward to take the central objective, which is really close to the Gorkanaut.
It's very close to the Gorkanaut.
I appreciate your bravery. And that is the end of the shooting phase. Not entirely wiping out this unit of Tau here. And the Tau? Boys!
I knew you wanted to join the Greater Good Winners.
No! So interestingly, you haven't got overwhelming force because you haven't killed a unit off an objective and you haven't captured the enemy outpost over here. What you have done, instead of getting a load of points, is wipe out, well, I'm way below, I'm about a third of my army is left. I've got nothing left. I really want to spend some CP on that unit though, to put models back in. And if they fail their battle shock test, I can't do that. I'm not going to spend yeah, I'll spend the CP to make sure they pass their battle shock test so I can do all the thing. I'm going to get 5 points, 10 points for being on these objectives here. And then let's go on to Orks. Turn 3. So I may have lost most of the boys, but I'm winning by 30 points to 18. And my orders are tempting target. I'm going to be tempted with a target. Capture enemy outpost. I'm nowhere near the enemy outpost. And then I'm going to spend a CP on Come On Lads on the Pain Boy unit. Come On Lads is D3 plus 2 back in. And then his Grot Orderly means once per battle as well, he puts an extra D3 back in. So this is 2D3 plus 2 going back into that unit. There was 20 there. And now I'm going to put another sum in.
But I just killed those.
You're going to kill them again. It's going to be fine. And then here we are after the movement phase. Not moving very much. I mean, the boys are exactly where they want to be over there. We're going to charge those things. Where's the guy who's the one left alive that we left to tell the tale?
This one here.
He's in that one, yeah. We don't charge that one. He needs to live.
Yeah.
Talk about how brave the boys were.
Well, he's got a nice riptide suit or something waiting for him when he gets back.
Yeah.
If he survives, so.
Then tempting target. You tempted me with this one because then if the Gorkanaut moved off of it, then I wouldn't get it.
That's right.
So the plan is the Gorkanaut moves off of it, and then the weird boy over here either jumps onto it.
Yes.
Easy, right?
Well, we know how well it worked last time.
So long as I don't roll a 1.
Yes.
I rolled a 1.
Love it.
D6. Last time he did 6 to the guys. This time he blows 5 of their heads off.
Amazing.
Fizz bang is all about the banging today, not so much about the fizzing. This unit of Meganobs ran around their way, so they're not shooting. We're going to go into the shooting phase with the mech guns firing into this unit here. Oh, because the Gorkanaut failed its battle shock test, which is a pain, because I really wanted to tank shock those guys. Not tank shock. What is it called? It is tank shock. Yeah, that isn't going to be happening.
No.
Instead, we're just going to shoot them.
I'm quite glad of that.
2d6 shots from the mech guns. This time we have 6. I'm hitting on Gretchen, which is a 4. Rerolling 1s because your vehicles, everything hits. Strength 12.
So 2s.
Everything wounds. 6 threat saves. You failed 3 of them.
Ouch.
Interesting. D6 damage a time. Last time they fired, every single shot was a good one. The first shot, how many wounds do they have each?
5.
Isn't a good one. And that'll kill 1. And then the second shot isn't a good one. It's 2 CP for a reroll in this game. I've got 2 CP sat over there. I can't tank shot. No, that's fine. We're going to have more shots coming in. See, I'm looking at him thinking the Gorkanaut should be able to kill him in close combat. And then, frankly, if he can't kill him in close combat, he should be ashamed with himself. So the Gorkanaut, one more time, is going to shoot at this bigger unit that turned up. But I'm going to put the twin shooters into that guy, because if I kill him and them, that's the only objective that you currently stood on.
Correct.
Rocket's going that way as well, but the Flamer will hit this squad because the Flamer can only hit that squad. Rocket launchers, 2d3, adding 4 to this because of blast, because they're a full squad. 10 shots, not bad, isn't he?
He thinks he's a Tau.
He definitely thinks he's a Tau. 5s, he can hit. 1 minute, 6s, because he's, he's bracketed. 2s to wound you though, and they are -2. 3 damage a time.
Oh, I think
do you have a save?
I think I'm only a 5 up with.
They are 4 ups. You get some 6s. I'll take out 4 of them.
You do.
Then the Deathstorm Mega Shooter needs 6s and 2s. That's 2 more wounds. 2 more 5-up saves in this case. That's 1 more dead. 3 shots into the last lone fire strike. I hit him once. This is the twin big shooters. I wound him. He does have a 4. He's dead.
He's dead.
You take him out. I'm really impressed by his shooting. That was incredible shooting. And the Scorcher goes into this squad. Auto hits 6 times. Wow. But strength 5. Wounds on 4s. Only twice. It's -1. Ignoring cover. And I burn away the guy who was on 2 wounds remaining. The Gorkanaut definitely thinks he's a Tau.
He does.
Tauanaut. And that's the end of the shooting phase. There's some guns. I'm not going to bother. He's going to go charging into them. Done it.
I'm going to overwatch.
You're going to overwatch? You're overwatching him?
With the hammerhead.
You're overwatching him with the hammerhead. 1 shot, hitting on a 6.
Well, he's done so well, so I figure it's worth just spending 1 of my CP to try
How
it.
could he possibly miss? With
Like
the
that.
reroll? Doesn't he have a
It does have a
reroll?
baked in reroll, yeah.
Oh, he misses.
Okay.
It was a beautiful effort, though.
It was worth a try.
Yeah.
Got CP, yeah?
So he went charging in. The boys are going to charge that one up on the thing. They charge, and then the Meganobs want to rip bits off that devilfish because it looks really shiny. And that's a snake eyes.
That's him, I think.
Am I within 3? All right, we'll start off with the Claw of Gork, not Mork, because it's a Gorkanaut. It's not. So hits on 4s though, and a hit twice.
That's because he's a Tau.
Yes. Strength 18. Wounds twice. -3, 6 damage. I think that fella's dead.
Yeah, I think.
And then Cold Star Commander, does he have a 4-up invulnerable save?
So I got a 6-up save.
Oh, he got a 6-up save on the little guy then. He might make it. 6 up on the little dude. Dead.
Yeah.
Now you're Enforcer.
Come on. Oh,
6 damage.
Very much him hurting. So he's on.
He had 2 shield runs with him. He's on 2 wounds remaining. He manages to withstand the fight of the Tauanaut. Right, now we're going to come on to these boys. Do I spend the CP on re-rolling the wounds? Yes. Yes, we're hitting on 3s. Here's all the choppers. And we're spending a CP on competitive streak now, because there isn't loads of them left. Instead of re-rolling all wounds, we're just re-rolling wound rolls of 1. And you're quite tough. And the WoW isn't in effect, so it's 5s to wound you with these choppers. By re-rolling 1s, there's 1. 6 4-up saves. You take 2 wounds. Then the Pain Boy and the Boss Knob hitting on 4s. At strength 10. So we are, no, strength 9 now. So 3s to wound you. 2 more wounds at -2.
So 4 pin buns. No.
That's
Ouch.
4 more damage. She had 2 shield drones as well. So this one's on 2. This one's on 2. They've managed to withstand the charge of the boys. The power of the WoW is not overwhelming them now. And then we're going to do all the mech dudes into the skimmer. 4s to hit. 3 hits. Strength 12, twin kill swords, which are twin linked, and then -3. So 2 6-up saves.
Oh, look
wow,
at that.
you make them. And then the big mech, he hits twice and doesn't wound. Wow, we just bounce off the side of the devilfish. We do some fight backs now with Tau. So then we did the fighting back with a Tau, no wounds caused because, you know, Tau. And that is the end of Orcs turn 3. I haven't achieved any of my secondary objectives this turn. as well. Definitely not capturing the enemy outpost. And because Fizzbang is failing to jump after the jump, I'm not taking any tempting targets. The Tau are going to pick up 5 points for being on this objective down here, getting them up to 23 points to the Orks 30. As we go to Tau, turn 4.
Oh, isn't it?
1 minute, I'm battle shocked, right? So he's on 0 CP.
Yeah.
So if your commander passes his battle shock, you'll take that one off of me.
Yeah, and I've already done Insane Bravery, so I can't do it again. So we just need to roll.
Roll high.
And I'm looking for
You're
a
looking
7 or more.
A 7 or more. That's not a 7 or more. It was a glorious chance.
It was.
But it wasn't a chance. 23 points to 30. Tau 10 at 4, 5. What turn are we on?
1, 4.
Tau have had enough. They just want to kill stuff. No prisoners. Overwhelming force still kept in the hand. Just kill stuff in range of objectives. Kill, kill, kill. In the movement phase, a couple of Tau are choosing to stay locked up with the Orks. There's Devilfish down here. Because if I fail to kill it again, I'm not charging anything else. No. I'm just locked there. And this one failed a battle shock test, so he doesn't want to jump back. But besides, it's a big stompy thing he's engaged with, so you can shoot at the big stompy thing, and he can shoot at the big stompy thing as well.
He can also shoot out.
And he can shoot out, yeah. And he got no prisoners. And stuff in range of objectives, such as the Gorkanaut, must die. And then there is actually some moving forward in the backfield. The Riptide came forward. The Stealth team came forward as well. There's going to be a lot more shots, I imagine, going down to this boy squad. One more time. Starting off with...
Enforcer Commander, who's going to shoot the Ork boys with everything. He's going to be spotted by the Devilfish.
Brilliant.
So I'm going to start with a cyclic.
Yes.
I'm not going to overcharge this.
Okay.
I hit you all of the times.
I think you hit on 3s because you're in combat.
Oh, of course, yeah. Sorry, minus 1.
2 of them hit.
2 hits. 2 wounds.
2 of them wound. And that's 2 failed saves. And feeling of the pain, 2 of them die.
Very good. And then the Plasma.
Yes. 1 of them hits.
And wounds.
1 of them wounds. Oh, I don't even know why I'm rolling. That's 3 damage. So another one dead. Then we fired the Devilfish into them as well, and there's 5 left with the Pain Boy. But now switching up priorities.
Just for a second.
Okay.
Yeah, we're going to try and take the Gorkanaut out with the Hammerhead.
Yes.
Being spotted by the Stealth suits.
I'm afraid of this Hammerhead, you know.
So let's see what we're doing. So we're hitting on 3s because you're in engagement range.
Right. It's not going to miss.
It hits.
It doesn't miss. It's wounding on a 3.
A 6 would be lovely.
And it's got a reroll on this.
It has got a reroll.
Oh, first time. There's a first time for everything. A bit of performance anxiety there.
You jinxed it.
So what you're doing now, 2.5 Wargamers?
Pathfinders.
Yes.
Are going to shoot the Gorkanaut.
Really?
We're going to see if their little versions of the Hammerhead's gun can do it.
Oh yeah, you've got rail rifles in there.
And they're going to be spotted by this Devilfish, which is eligible to shoot as it's a vehicle in combat.
Okay.
So
that's like clever.
It is. Well, it's trying to be. So I think it's not doing us too much favours because we're in combat.
2 of the guns hit. Look at that.
It's 2 hits.
Strength 12. 10, sorry.
Strength 10.
5's to wound.
Be kind to me, dice.
No. And then they got... That was it. That was them.
That's them.
Oh.
The wheels are coming off.
It's still alive on 7 wounds remaining.
It is.
So surely the Riptide's shooting at the Gorkanaut now then?
No.
What?
I'm going to have to try and take these boys out.
Right.
Because they need to die, otherwise you're going to just keep putting models back in there.
Would I do that?
Absolutely.
Okay.
So the Riptide's going to put everything at the boys.
Okay. Are they being spotted by anything?
No, I've got...
She fell back so she can't spot.
Well, actually, they could see the boys. So
they can see the boys, yeah.
So we'll spot with the stealth suits.
Right, okay.
So this is the big fusion gun. Not fusion gun, ion gun.
Thing. You're re-rolling that one, by the way.
I am indeed.
Yeah. Okay, didn't help.
No.
That many hits. 3's to wound. 2
re-rolling those ones.
3 wounds. Didn't make my feel no pains. That wiped out 3 of them. Here are the missiles. And they all hit. And 3's to wound. And they're twin linked, right?
They are.
-1 but +1 for cover, so 5s. I'm making my saves.
Well, ignores cover actually. Apologies because of the marker light on the stealth suits.
1 minute. 0 AP, so I'm good.
You're good.
We're good. I'm glad we caught that.
Yeah, and then we've got the 2 missile drones. Now these will be, if they hit, -1 AP.
Okay.
They don't hit.
So
no, +1 ballistic skill, so they do hit.
They do hit
on 5s.
Right.
And there was a 1 in there, so I can re-roll it. So
no, so
2
that's
wounds.
2 wings and -1, but they ignore cover.
These ignore.
So these need 6s, and then how much damage?
2 damage a time.
2 damage a time. So 2 feel no pains on the boss dude. He's on 1 wound remaining.
Okay.
And then 2 more feel no pains on the boss dude. He dead, leaving the pain boy stood there, which means I can't recycle any more back in with the thingies.
Good.
So that worked, and that's a few points for no prisoners. That was all the shooting from this mess over here. Then we came across to the ghost kill, and we thought, oh, we'll do it off camera because there's no way he's going to be able to kill anything. Threading the needle, overcooking, down to the unit, the second unit of Meganobs, and you wiped out 3 of them.
I'm happy with that.
You wiped out 3 of them, so that's a couple of points for no prisoners, plus the unit of boys over here for no prisoners, and that is the end of Tau turn 4, because there's definitely not going to be any charges, right?
One moment.
Okay.
There's a Fireblade that's been tasked with telling an epic tale.
Yes.
And every good tale's got to have a twist in it, right?
Right.
So he's going to tell his Devilfish driver to drive into your pain boy and tank shock him.
Ram that target.
Yeah.
Go for it.
So...
Well, that's a successful ram.
He passes the charge.
Yes.
And then I will tank shock you. So...
That's 8 dice. Strength 6 plus 2. Yeah.
Now...
So 5s do mortal wounds.
I will just say this before I roll.
Yes.
I have awful luck when it comes to tank shock.
Well, it's time to turn that frown upside down. And you kill him. So many things are surprising me this game. We've got a Tau successful charge.
Yes.
We've got a Gorkanaut that thinks he's a Tau.
Yeah, so he's going to miss all of his attacks now, isn't he?
Well, we'll see.
With that in mind.
Yeah, because he thinks he's Tau, he's only hitting on 4s. He hits you 3 times. He's a bit angry. Strength 18 with the claw of definitely Gork. 2 wounds.
Okay.
-3, 6 damage.
I can't CP reroll any of these.
Right.
Because I have no CP. Well, I've got 1 CP. But
Right.
let's see what we can do.
He's dead.
He's very dead.
I smush him. And the fight's not over. After he gets crumped, we did the fight back with the Devilfish into the Meganobs here.
Went as well as you'd expect.
Yeah, nothing happened. And now the Meganobs are going to try and kill that tank. I hit on 4s with twin power claws. I need 2 of them hit. Twin kill saws, sorry. Rerolling the wound because they're twin. You need 6s again. And that is 4 damage. Then the power claw on the mech needs 4s. And needs 4s to wound. No wounds. So the Devilfish is still alive on how many wounds?
On 3.
So that was a good gamble there. It means that I'm still locked up with you.
Yeah.
I'm not falling back and charging anything else. And at the end of Tau, turn 4, you pick up 5 points for maxing out your no prisoners. And it's killing stuff in range of objectives.
Were your boys within range of the objective?
I wasn't in. I was around. I don't think we were.
No, okay.
No, there wasn't. The plan was to kill that last turn and then fall back onto the objective, you see.
Yeah. And we
yes.
whiffed over here.
And you whiffed over there.
Bullseye, as you named him.
But you're on a couple of things. And not only are you going to score at the start of turn 5, 10 points, but at the very end of the game, remember, you get 5, 10, 15 points for each objective that you end up on. And the Ghost Kill can easily jump round and jump on to this objective here. And the boys, well, we've got very little assets left. We've got Meganobs locked up in combat with that thing, the Gorkanauts all the way down to 7 wounds remaining. This mech boy is wondering where all of his boys are gone. At least I've got 5, 10. If I pass the battle shock test on the Gorkanaut,
yes,
I'll get 10 points on the primary. It's leadership 7. He fails. Just 5 points as we go into Orks turn 4. 35 to the boys, 28 to the Tau. It's very close, very low scoring game, but very close. I need to get behind enemy lines. Can I pass at a jump and defend my stronghold? Right, I'm going to do this now. First, I'm going to recycle some boys in there, D3 plus 2. So that's the full 5 boys. And then we're going to jump at the end of my movement phase. Don't roll a 1. I didn't roll a 1! Boom, Fizzbang appears over here. We got behind enemy lines. That's some points, and there are points for staying on objectives and things, but we want to charge. So the Gorkanaut is making his way downtown on 7 wounds remaining. He's definitely going to go some charging into some things. The Meganobs are still locked up with that Devilfish on 3 wounds remaining, and then I need to defend my stronghold. So the mech, who is on his own now, is on that objective along with these. I'm double teaming my home objective here. It sounds like a plan. So now we're going on to the shooting phase. I've got some pistols and things from the boys. Might as well fire them into the Pathfinders. And then we also have the Gorkanaut. So we did all the shoots. The Gorkanaut managed to clear away that squad of Pathfinders.
They did.
Which is a miracle in itself. I did put some rockets into the stealth teams though, and they just fired overhead, but made loud banging noises, so the Orks were very, very happy with themselves. Then the custom mega cannons back here on my home field objectives knocked that devilfish down to 7 wounds remaining, and that's the end of my shooting phase. But we have some charges.
We do.
I mean, those mega knobs are locked up there. This Gorkanaut, who wants to be a Tau, is going to run forward and try and hug that Riptide there.
Okay.
Is that Riptide just going to stand there and get hugged? Are you going to try to overwatch with the Hammerhead one more time?
The Hammerhead's going to see if you can get redemption.
This time, surely.
Absolutely.
On a 6.
Watch it happen. Oh, I saw the 6.
It's got the reroll.
It's got a reroll. We'll use a different dice.
Oh, no.
It's not meant to be.
That was a 4. Okay, Gorky charging in there. Remember, because he's battle shocked, I can't re-roll any of these things.
Correct.
And that's a 5. That's a failed charge.
Yeah.
So what I'm going to do is, you know, the team that dejumped, they might as well go charging in there as well, because they've got an OC of really high. And if I tag your Riptide, I don't think you're going to score this objective.
Probably not.
And there is a cheeky Orc stratagem. Let me check what it is. It's a new book. Right, it's a 10-inch charge to get to your Riptide.
Yep.
I'm spending a CP on something called Tide of Muscle.
Yes.
I add the turn number.
To the charge.
Yeah.
Ouch.
So it's a 6-inch charge.
Okay.
What does your CP grav inhibitor field thing, what does that do?
So that makes you take a battle shock test.
Yes.
And then you also roll a dice for every model in your unit, and on a 6 you take a mortal wound.
What, before charge, after charge, when charge?
Before.
Before charge?
Your opponent's charge, just after an enemy has declared a charge.
Right, I've declared the charge.
And then you must immediately do it.
Okay, so battle shock.
Yes.
So what you're saying is I don't want to fail this.
So don't fail your battle shock.
Okay. I don't fail my battle shock. I've got
Okay.
about 11, I'm good.
Good.
Anything else happens?
And you must roll 1d6 for each enemy in the unit, each model in the unit.
No.
And on a 6 you take a mortal wound.
No.
That's a shame you didn't do anything.
11 guys, 6s. I rolled 2 6s. 2 of them die. And then a 6-inch charge now with Tide of Muscle. And that's a 5. And I've got 1 CP left. And it's 2 CP for a reroll in this game. So that's a failed charge as well. However, I am behind enemy lines. I am defending my stronghold, and this unit of Meganobs are going to rip apart that devilfish. And we rolled off camera because, quite frankly, it should have taken 3 turns to do it. But I've ripped apart that devilfish, and then we consolidate back into your other devilfish,
Correct.
which had a bit of a fight and didn't do anything. But the reason why I did that is I've OC'd you off of that objective.
You have.
I didn't manage to OC you off of this objective with the Riptide by charging either with that unit or that unit, but I've OC'd you off of that objective there, putting you down to only 1 objective again as we go into Tau, turn 5. So the Orks are 37 points, the Tau 33, they're only 4 points behind. They have Assassinate and Overwhelming Force, which is kill characters and also kill stuff in range of objectives. So if they take out this big mech over here, that's a lot of points. So here we are at the end of the movement phase. There is a cunning plan. Tell me all about it.
So it's called Desperation.
Right.
And it comes in all sorts of flavours. But what we're going to do is start with the Cold Star.
Yes.
She's going to put her fusion in here because it's within maximum range for +1 strength, +1 AP, etc.
Okay.
But I'm going to do that thing that you should never do, which is split fire, and all of the other guns are going to come into the Mega Knobs.
Okay. Because you fell back with the devilfish.
Correct.
This hero guy's jumped out.
Yeah.
On his own.
The plan is I'll kill
one wound.
one. Yes.
That's crazy.
The story that he's going to tell is going to be epic.
Okay.
So yeah. So we're going to hopefully kill this in one shot with the fusion.
Right.
That's the plan.
Yes.
She's going to pick one of these up with the missile and the burst cannon.
Right.
That's the plan. And then we'll do some other stuff.
And
you'll
then
see
that'll
it'll
stop
be
me
glorious.
scoring that, and you're on this one.
Yep.
And the ghost kill move round to this one.
Yeah.
You're all over the place.
We are.
And then this can move, shoot, move, and jump on that one. How many CP have you got?
I've only got one.
Got the 1.
Got 1 CP.
So can't move, shoot, move.
Can't move, shoot, move. So some of these plans, we'll have to shelve them on the idea shelf rather than the plan shelf.
Oh, it's fine.
So as you can't grenade and move, shoot, move, do you want to get him out anyway?
Yeah, he's gonna be the hero that he knows he can be.
Right.
All right. He's got a nice fancy suit waiting for him at home if he does great things.
Okay. Give that man a cold star.
Yeah.
Where are we starting?
So we'll start with the Cold Star.
Yes.
We're going to put the she's going to be spotted by
Stealth team.
the stealth team into the Gorkanaut.
Right.
Fusion.
Fusion.
She'll be at -1 ballistic skill over here.
because
plus
spotting
one
that
over
way.
there, because she's not. Yeah.
Fusion. Here we go. Point blank range, and it misses.
But it's a 1.
It's a 1.
Reroll because of the team.
It hits. Okay. 5's to wound.
So, yeah.
That's not a wound.
It's not a wound.
So the fusion couldn't bore through the whole of the Gorkanaut. Here's the high output burst cannon though, coming into the dudes, and at -1 to hit, you hit once.
Which does sustain.
It does sustain, okay. And you don't wound.
No.
You don't wound the big mech. She was looking over her shoulder.
She was. And then the missiles.
One of them hits.
And sustains.
And one of them wounds. Trip save and make it. Then you spent your only CP to move, shoot, move, and now you're on 4 out of 5 of the objectives.
Correct.
I love it. So even if you lose a model, because you pick up a maximum of 15 at the end of the game for being on objectives. So even if you lose one of these, you're still on the maximum number for the end of the game. Looks like a game-winning move. We have more shots, however.
Yes. So now we will do the
Hammerhead.
That's the one. Into the Morkanaut.
Right.
Morkanaut. And that'll be spotted by the Devilfish.
Hitting on the
which
3.
can't, because it fell back, it'll be spotted by the Fireblade.
Okay. 3's to hit. With the reroll. That's a hit. 3's to wound. Getting another dice. It's not devastating.
No, it's -5.
Basically, I need a 6 to survive because it's D6 plus 6 damage and I've got 7 wounds remaining. If I roll a 6, I'll be okay. I'm not okay. I've got 3 CP over there. I might spend 2 CP to reroll that.
Oh.
It'd be hilarious, wouldn't it? If I got a 6.
I don't think I'd be laughing.
I didn't get a 6.
No, I need a 6.
It's definitely dead. It's minimum 7 damage. It's on
That's
7
true.
remaining. Does it blow up? It doesn't blow up. You take down the Gorkanaut. So we come down here to the Ghost Kill. It's being spotted by the stealth teams into the big mech with custom force field.
Yes.
Trying to get lots of points for the secondaries here.
Definitely.
Only the cyclic Ironraker is in range though.
Overcharging.
Yes. 3's to hit. Re-rolling those ones.
Oh, that's just the one.
So that is 5 hits. Toughness 6, I think. So 3's to wound. And re-rolling 1s. And that is 4 wounds. -2, damage 3. And that is 3 wounds. It's still alive on 2 remaining.
Okay.
The big mech and mega arm is still alive. Tell me all those things again that you just said.
I said he was supposed to die to that.
Yes.
So that the Riptide could put all of its shots over here.
Into the Meganobs.
But that didn't happen. So now the Riptide's going to have to put his shots there to kill him.
It's worth 10 points. It's assassinating over 1 force. It might be 8 points. It's worth a lot of points.
It does mean that my hero that was going to survive and tell an amazing story is now questionable on his chances
We are
of
not
surviving.
going to charge him.
Oh,
he needs to live
Okay.
to tell the tale of what happened to all of his buddies down here. We got through 20 guys in 1 scrap.
Yeah.
It was legendary.
So, we will do then.
This is how the legend of Murphy's Wire is born, you know. You've got to leave one survive.
Always has to be the one.
The lone survivor, yeah.
That's it.
With Kiefer Sutherland. Have you seen that, Lone Survivor?
I have.
Yeah.
No, I haven't actually.
No. So here's the Riptide, not being spotted or anything.
No.
Forced to hit with the big Iron Gun of Doom. And that is 5 6s. It's a Yahtzee.
That's alright.
3's to wound. And that is 3 wounds. And that's a couple of failed saves. You nuke him.
Very good.
After that, a couple of shots went into the Meganobs and didn't injure them, and that is the end of Tau. Turn 5. Camping on 4 out of 5 of the objectives, and they've definitely got a much larger footprint than the boys, who've got 3 units left. They've got some mech guns down here, Meganobs over here, and Fizzbang, who jumped here last turn. And that's about it. And I will get some points for defending my stronghold.
You will.
You will get the points for overwhelming force and assassinating a thing. So we need to add up all the stuff and things. I'll get 10 points on the primaries at the start of the turn. So we've got to do some math now and then come back to Orks. Turn 5. So it's 50 to 41. The Orks are in the lead by 9 points. I need area denial, take the centre. I'm miles away from the centre. I'm not going to get that. Secure no man's land. 1 or 2 objectives in no man's land. So, 2.5 Wargamers.
Yes.
How's it been so far?
Really good fun. I'm loving it.
It's been going all over the place.
Just a little bit.
I don't know what's going on. The boys are a bit tired. You took out Grugger Chugger in turn 1.
Yeah.
This guy needs to tell the tale of what's going on.
He does.
And you're going to get 5, 10, 15 points for all of these.
Yeah.
Which puts you in the lead. But if I don't do anything, I'm going to get 5 points for that one and 10 points for that one. So you get 15 at the end, I get 10 at the end, and I'm already winning by 9?
Yes.
So my Orky math tells me that
you
Fizz
lose.
Bang, no, he casts the jump across the whole battle grid, and we all disappear up to the battle barge. On a 1, he doesn't. His head doesn't blow up. He gets a 6. That's a super jump.
Right.
The Orks leave the battle grid with all the loot that they found, and it's a victory for the boys. And this is the way the world ends. The Orks had a lovely time. There was a lovely crumping going on. Grugger Chugger have his head sewn back on. It keeps falling off. In the end, a glorious victory for the boys, for Murphy's Wire. We didn't get as much of... We came here for all the go juice that is getting pumped out of this refinery, and we haven't had any because these fish people turned up and attacked us. So because we beat them up and absolutely didn't flee and disappear and run away, it is a victory for the boys, and we need to tell all the other boys that there's a scrap going on here. In the end, 60 points to 56 or 70 to 66 with painting standard. So that in the end, there was only 4 points in it. I really enjoyed that game. How was it for you, honey?
It was great fun. Thanks very much. Really, really good. I was expecting just everything to die. I thought you were going to hit me hard and I was going to just crumple.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it turns out the shooting did pretty well. It was very much that back and forth murder fest. So,
Colin.
Yes.
His deployment right at the very edge of the battle grid. Would have you done such a thing?
No, that was quite interesting to watch because I was watching what you were doing and I was just going to do things completely different to how you would have done it. So it was really interesting. But no, I would have gone more aggressive. But it seemed to work in terms of, I mean, obviously you lost, but in terms of keeping all these big things alive and doing a lot of damage. So yeah, definitely.
It lost me points early on. I'll admit that. But, you know, my one tower commander's still alive. So for the greater good, I think it paid off.
Yeah. I mean, if the goal was to keep as many tower alive as possible, you have. And you also managed to kill lots of boys as well. I mean, you sowed sweet murder amongst the lines. It was the only one of 20 that was able to withstand all the shooting was the one with the pain boy. The other ones, when you started pouring the firepower in, just disappeared.
Yeah.
Being a bit more aggressive might have won you the game, I think, because a couple of guns would have come into bear earlier on. But it's always glorious with hindsight.
Definitely.
It's always easier to... Yes. Yeah. Anyway, that was good. I liked it. What do you think of the green tide with all the smacking and putting them back in again and all the... Do you guys play against Orks much?
So the half wargamer, who's not with us today, he plays Orks.
Right.
So we have played them a few times, but I think I like it personally. I think it's great. It makes them feel like Orks should feel.
Yeah.
Having 20 boys hit you when you're rolling 80 dice. I mean, what's not to like about that?
Just like rolling lots of dice.
Yeah. But no, I think Orks are always fun to play. They like you said, they just feel right. Like when you were rolling those ones for you to jump, particularly enjoyed that bit. But yeah,
I enjoyed it too.
Yeah.
See, Orks still feel really fun to play. Tyranids, on the other hand, I play Tyranids as well, and they don't feel very tyranny anymore. You know, remember then when they had the Shadow and the Warp, and you had to keep everything in range, and they had a great psychic phase, and Tyranids did Tyranids thing. They felt very unique. Orks still feel unique. Tyranids don't anymore. Why am I slagging off Tyranids all of a sudden? I don't know. What do you guys think of Tyranids?
I'm painting 100 gaunts at the moment. So
100?
Yeah, I'm going to do the Endless Swarm, so we'll see what that feels like. But maybe that's a future rematch. We'll bring the nids down.
Man. Well, you're welcome back anytime. Don't forget to check out 2.5 Wargamers on the YouTube. Give them some love. And thank you all for watching this battle report. Urban Mats for all the things down here. And thank you to all my channel members for helping keep the lights on and pay the mortgage. I love you. Happy wargaming.